Playboy, you made that beat.
Back at it again. I'm your boy E. Tally.
Mike Daniel Jr., Oklahoma City All-Star Sports Flex. What's up?
It's Austin Henderson, head coach over at St. John Paul Catholic High School.
And we have a special guest. And I believe, no offense, DJ, but these are the hardest kids or group to get on my show. I'm going to say it like that. But we got a special guest. Go ahead.
DJ Jordan from San Antonio Veterans Memorial.
Class of
26.
Yes. Hey, man, you were the first one, hoping not the last, but you guys are the hardest kids to get on the show. I'm just letting you know, the interview. I'm just being honest with you, okay? All right, so one, I'm just blessed to have this opportunity to be sitting talking with you. Again, like I told you, huge fan.
Yes,
and I
sir.
became a super fan over the summer.
Mm-hmm.
Because your game is just like, again, it's night and day. High school, you like this. But when you put that hard work uniform on, bro, you like this. You turn up. Right?
Yes, sir.
You got swag, young man. You got swag. And listen, and that's one thing I love about you. You know moments of the game.
Mm-hmm.
No moments of the game. And I've been watching you since last year with that. So with that being said, I've been watching your game and how you come along. And I just say, hey, man, you're doing a great job. Continue staying humble like you are and just keep doing the great things you're doing.
Thank you.
Mike, got anything, Mike? Because Mike, hey, real quick, because Mike would not let me do this interview without him. So again, I'm gonna put that out there. Okay. He was like, hey, I want to get on this interview. Go ahead, Mike.
Man, DJ knows I've known this young man for years now. Great family that he comes from. His mama do not play in all caps. Understand? And so that smile is because all that hard work, all them tough years is starting to pay off, and he's starting to receive and reap the benefits of that push. So shout out to his parents and that push that they put on him. And it's a pleasure just watching his success now.
Thank you.
So real quick before we start though, let's get some background on you because a lot of I don't know if a lot of people know you or they don't know you, but I want to make sure my audience does know who you are. As you are 2026, correct?
Mm-hmm.
What middle school did you come from?
Kitty Hawk Middle School.
Kitty Hawk.
Kitty Hawk. Okay.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. You've been not a starter, but you've been a varsity player your whole high school career, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
My freshman year, I played varsity for half the season, district season.
Right.
Wasn't getting that much playing time. Talked to coach, just decided to move down, play JV, get some playing time.
Okay. And then last year was like your year, if I'm correct, right?
Yes.
And you went from now did you start every game not start every game, but did you start a lot of games last year or you did start last year?
I would say the first 4 games, I barely got off the bench that much, but then the Northeast tournament, that's when I got my spot and it just went from there. Was just that guy right there.
And you were hey, listen, you were huge. Again, you contributed a lot of great opportunities or minutes or whatever, how you want to say that. You really showed, hey, man, I can play basketball. You shot the ball well. You get the spots. One thing I love about you is you do you practice this at practice as far as getting to spots, or that's just something that you know how to do well?
I just do game related spots. I just practice a lot in the spots that I know I'll be at, just moving to them and relocating to them. And we do it a lot at Veterans Memorial too. We do a lot of relocation stuff. So it comes from that.
Again, high IQ and you know the game. I want to say that you know the game, and that's why it's a true honor and a pleasure to chat with you. We're gonna go ahead and run into the questions. Anything you want to start with as far as anything you want anybody else to know about you real quick before you start running them off?
Nah, we good.
All right. So simple question. Again, these are, all the same questions we ask everybody. So it's just, that's why I try to get that other part of us talking a little bit more to get to know who you are. Other than scoring points, we know that's the key, right? You got to score the most points. What are some other ways that you contribute to the game to make sure your team is successful?
Defense. I love defense a lot. I mean, playing, diving on the floor, taking charges, rebounding, hustling, all that. That's really what I love it at the most. And I mean, with the points, I'll just come with it. I don't really look to score as much. It just comes with the game. It just comes off defensive end too, just transition, getting out and running, layups, all of that. So mostly defense.
And let me add on. Is that something your coach? You mentioned points, but when you play with your high school team, you really played a great role. You are so bought into your system. Is that some coach in your high school echoes to, like, hey, I only want you doing this, and you do this really well. Let's make sure that shows that you do this really well. Is that something that's brought from your coach or what?
No, he didn't really mention nothing about that to me. It just came like just natural. Like I just know to stay on the floor, I'd have to just do all like the little things, just hustle, rebound, take charges, help defense, guard the ball really well, pick up 94 feet, just stuff like that to stay on the floor.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead, Mike.
That mindset is why you will be playing college basketball, young fella.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Mike. You next.
All right, DJ, off the court, right? I know you spend a lot of time in the lab, but off the court, how do you balance that dedication to basketball along with being a student athlete and your personal life? How do you handle all three of those elements?
I would say some days I would have to miss practice or open gym after school to just like get into tutoring or just staying after school with teachers and just doing extra work to make sure I stay up on my grades. And especially late at night, just doing my homework, staying up on that, and then always finding a balance with just outside of the court and like just living life and being a teenager, as my coach says.
I love that. Don't forget that you're a 16-year-old. You know, I love that mindset, man. Keep that up and stay on top of those books, man. Good job.
Yes, sir.
All right, what's up, DJ? All right, so my question for you is, all right, we're going to speak on the aspect of inspiration. All right, who is your biggest role model when it comes to basketball, and tell me reasons why.
I would probably say Kyrie Irving. I look at him a lot. Kyrie or Jimmy Butler. Those two I look up to a lot. Jimmy because like I feel like our games kind of like match a little bit. Just the defensive side and just be hustling and all of that. And then Kyrie just like blocking out the noise and just keep playing your game. Don't listen to nobody what anybody says and just go on your path.
I like the Jimmy Butler one because Jimmy Butler is mentally like he's there. He has it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Mentally, he can make anything happen just off the strength of his brain. So I
Yep.
like that. I like that.
Okay. I like both of those guys. It's two good guys to look up to as far as on the court wise. And since we're talking about, those two guys as far as what they do well, what's a memorable moment you have on and off the court?
On the court, I would probably say state game. Definitely state game. That's probably my biggest moment that in my career where coming in and off the bench, went 3 for 5, hit 2 threes back to back in a row, and just feeling the energy. I mean, it felt normal in the arena. And then off the court would probably be, it would probably just be like spending time with my teammates throughout that playoff run. I feel like we got closer throughout that time, and like we just builded a lot our chemistry, which helped us make it far.
So real quick before I throw it to Mike, you're one of the few players here in San Antonio that actually got the chance to play at the Alamo Dome, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you actually played last year, or this past season just happened, and then your freshman year, were you part of the team as far as did you get to go, or they didn't take you then?
Freshman year, I was still with the team. I think just learning and seeing the atmosphere and seeing how like everything rolls and just taking all that in from like a learning side instead of like being on the court side, that like really helped me to prepare for my sophomore season and just knowing what I have to do to be there.
And that's where I was kind of gonna go with, like, what did you learn? So you said it, you took away from me, like, hey, that's what I really wanted to know. What did you learn as a freshman, going, seeing the atmosphere? Because that year that was huge for you guys, and then last year was huge too. But either way, for you as a sophomore, that's a very important moment for you. So okay, cool. Go ahead, Mike.
First, shout out to your maturity, man. The fact as a freshman to understand, hey, we may be here again, and let me soak this up. Let me pay attention. Let me learn. Man, I got to give you flowers for that. That's huge. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
which leads me to my question: pre-game rituals. Do you have a pre-game ritual or routine that helps you get in the zone?
It really depends on if it's a home game or away game. I would say if it's a home game, I know we watch film for a little bit, go back to the locker room, then we got to watch JV, halftime warm up, all that, and then after that, put my music on. I give me a foam roller and just stretch, stay in the zone, ball handling, and just stay locked in. And then away games, on the bus, I play this one game on my phone a lot. It's just like this word game. And then when we get there, stretch a lot, music on, and definitely always eat Skittles for me. I always eat Skittles before a game. Always.
Okay, now we're gonna find out how cool you really are. Which bag of Skittles then?
It depends what the concessions have. If the concessions if they have the tropical or berry ones, I'm getting those. But if they have the regular red ones, then I got to get those.
No sour.
Nah, can't do that before a game.
Let me tell you something that's crazy, and it's real talk. Before games, I used to eat the red pack of Skittles, bro. That's crazy.
It helps.
Yeah,
I don't know
it's
why,
like a
but
sugar. I don't know what it is. I don't know what
yeah.
it is. I used to. That's wild. All right. So, for me, my question for you is, um, when you're facing challenges, how do you stay motivated, basically to overcome any obstacles that come about in the game, during the game? So when it starts getting hard during the game, how do you keep yourself motivated to stay poised?
I would say just to stay poised and stay comfortable is just like thinking back to just all the work I put in, just staying true to that. And I mean, it's like game like situation, like how we do in practice, just everything that's going on. And we do like game like situations and knowing I can stay poised and know what to do in that situation when the time comes, and just doing all that to stay poised.
Okay. So you take that poise and we talking about to your leadership. How do you see yourself? Do you see yourself as a vocal leader or more of a show and do?
I would say both. I know this year and this past summer with Veterans Memorial, I am taking a different role and being more of a leader, a vocal leader, especially only being a junior and being one of like the head guys and being just a big leader for the team. And I know they all look at me as just they read off my energy, go off my vibe, go off all of that. So I know I have to keep a positive energy and stay with the good vibe throughout the whole practice, athletic period, no matter what's happening. If it's a down practice, up practice, just make sure the team is still good. So I know coach relies on me to do that a lot. And so I would say probably both vocal and showing.
So you just, I guess I'm assuming, and I hate to assume, but whatever the opportunity, whatever the situation is, so the situation allows you or has you being more vocal, you'll be more vocal. But if
Yeah.
it's more, hey, at practices, things like that, watch me work out, you more
Yeah,
the
it's
show
more
guy.
showing. Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Back to you, Mike.
I want to ask something back from your pre-game whisper question. You spoke about putting on your music, right? So just real quick, like if we was to grab your Android or iPhone, whichever one you got, like what would be the top 5 songs or artists that would come on your playlist?
Really, I play a lot of old school. I like a lot of old school stuff. A lot of Lauryn Hill, I would say mint condition. Candy Rain. I play that a lot too. Just a lot of old school stuff like that, and Jodeci too. I play a lot of Jodeci. That's definitely for
Oh,
me,
you
Jodeci.
you been hanging out with your mama way too much, boy. That sound like her. That sound like her playlist right there.
I have a whole
No, but
playlist on my phone.
I
Just
believe it. So my actual question now, if it wasn't basketball, which I know ball is like, but if it wasn't basketball, what sport would it be?
either track or football. Track, I mean, pretty fast. My mom, she did track too, track coach, all of that. Learned from her. And then football, just like knowing, I mean, football, I would love to play defensive side and just go hit somebody, get picks, do all of that.
Love it.
Also, he lives in Texas too, so that's why football.
hmm
Hey, listen, when you just said your playlist and what you listen to, listen, that keeps you so mellow. You don't have to be,
Does.
it don't put you over, it don't put you under, it keep you right there, mellowed out. So that's a great playlist. I like that.
Thank you.
All right. So my question for you is going to have to do with team chemistry. Okay. All right.
Mhm.
So what do you enjoy most about being a part of the varsity basketball team there at Veterans?
Really just how we bond. I mean, my freshman year coming in, being the young guy with all the older guys, we bonded well. We just did stuff outside of school. I was always the young guy, so I had to like get rides from all of them. They would always take me places and just we would go eat, do all of that, stay at houses. Parents would cook at houses, stuff like that. Sophomore year was kind of the same thing. And then this year, junior year, since like when we have some young guys, so I'll be taking them around and we just be bonding, doing stuff outside of school, eating, being at each other's houses and just doing all that to keep the team chemistry good in jail.
Okay, game day wisdom. Give me the best advice you've ever heard from one of your coaches during the game day. And it was advice as far as how to play, what to do right, wrong, or indifferent. Go for it.
Probably have to be Coach Perez. His favorite saying on game day is eat soup with a fork. And I know I made the same face when he said that too. But basically what he's saying is like just like find stuff to do that's like just get through the hard stuff, I guess what he's trying to say. Because like you have to eat soup with a fork because when you eat the soup with a fork, it'll go through the holes. So like get through that and just find ways to get through the hard stuff and get through each thing to win the game.
Hey, Tally, when we have Coach Pettis on this show, you're going to hate it that me and him get along because that sounds like something I say right there, dog. I know
That
you're
is-
sick right now, Tally. I know you are.
Listen, I'd be so mad if I was DJ. DJ saw my look. See, the audience not gonna see my look. I promise you. DJ saw my face and I was like, what? Hey, well,
When he said it, I laughed at, oh, I wish I could see Eric's face right now. I already knew.
I'd be so like, what the? Hey, that's a hard one.
It is.
'Cause again, I know what it means. Because again, you know, you like you said, you get through all the substance is gonna rise. You're gonna get the substance, but you're gonna leave the liquid. So hey, get through that part first, and then hey, do what it is. So I get it.
Hey, so my
I love
question,
it.
DJ, back to the classroom now. You already let us know that your classroom comes before everything and that you will go get the help that's needed and put in the time that's needed. But my question is, when setbacks happen in the classroom, right, or on the basketball court, what else do you do? Like, what's your measures to overcome those challenges, and how do they intersect and interact?
I mean, I have some great teachers. I mean, I can just go to any teacher at the school. I can just talk to them, and they know a lot of stuff that they'll help me with. I know some teachers who have been a student athlete before, and they can like help me balance it out, or if I need advice, or I can even go talk to Coach Pooty from Hard Work. He'll get me right, just balancing out, making sure I have the right mindset and all the different things, and just like if any struggle happens, just make sure to stay focused on the main stuff, which is the classroom.
The part that I love about your answer, DJ, you're getting help, right? You're
Mhm.
not trying to be Superman. You're not trying to be a superhero. Hey, I need help, and you're going to get it. And so make sure that your peers understand that. Because a lot of peers, they won't go get that help. They'll wait till the last minute, and then they end up in a bind and in trouble. So keep getting help, and make sure you share and spread that positive knowledge to your peers, my man.
Mhm. Yes, sir.
And then real quick, go give another shout out to your AAU team. I like when you guys give your shouts out to your AAU team. Go ahead.
Shout out Texas Hard Work, Coach Boo Man, Coach Dale, Coach Pooty, Coach Toby. Shout out to all them.
All right, all right. Go ahead, Coach.
All right, DJ. So, my question for you is, what kind of advice could you give a younger athlete when it comes to balancing academics and balancing being an athlete? So, what would you tell them is most important about balancing the two?
I would say just don't ever let your grade slip. Don't ever let it slip, because if you let it slip, then you'll be ineligible for a good little while. And I would say just make sure you put your schoolwork first, even if you have to miss a practice, go in early in the mornings, retake a test if it falls, do all of that just to make sure you can still be able to play. Because if it slips, then you'll be out for a good 3 weeks, 4 weeks.
Great answer.
Great answer.
So how do you stay motivated and focused? Because we know ball is life for you, right? We know it is, but we know you're a student athlete first.
Mm-hmm.
So how do you stay focused with that part, knowing, hey, okay, it's just as much as I love basketball, I have to stay in my books, just like the great advice you just gave. How do you keep yourself on that track?
Well, one thing is with Coach Perez, if our grade is below a 80, then we're running. Every Wednesday we running if our grade is below a 80. And I know I definitely don't want to run anytime, any day, any week. So I just make sure to keep my grade above an 80. And if it's like a Tuesday and I know we're running Wednesday, I'm in tutoring to make sure I'll text them, let them know that grade got up above an 80 anytime, because I'm not trying to run for all of that.
Feel that.
I totally can see that. Go ahead, Mike.
That ain't the answer I thought you was gonna give, but I love the honesty. I love that honesty right there.
Hey, listen. Hey, man. Hey, players sometimes don't want to do that hard with the heavy lifting when it comes to that kind of stuff. Think about it. That's extra.
feel
He already
that.
got to
I
run.
feel that.
He already got to run at practice and do all that stuff. So extra running? Come on now.
Yeah, the way he be doing it, it's
Look, when he said I'm gonna text him on Tuesday night to let him know that I got it up like that, I'm over here dying right now.
I know, right? I know, right? Go ahead, Mike. Throw it to you. Rapid fire with him.
All right, DJ, I'm gonna hit you with some rapid fire questions. I'm gonna give you some choices, and you let me know what your choices are. All right?
okay.
Texans or Colts?
Texans.
Pizza or calzone?
Pizza.
Cheeseburger or hot dog?
Cheeseburger.
Cowboys or the Browns?
Cowboys.
McDonald's or Burger King?
McDonald's.
Two-part wings question. 2 parts. Hot or barbecue?
Barbecue.
Drums or flats?
Flats.
All right. Appreciate that. Now, give us a fun fact. Give us a Snapple fun fact. Something that we don't know and the world don't know about you that you don't mind sharing. Other than that playlist you just gave us, something else.
Fun fact about me would probably be, I'm a very big introvert. I don't like going out that much. if you know me very well, I don't really like going out, being out for a long period of time. Just none of that. I don't really like doing unless it's something that like is important.
I love the
respect that. In
honesty.
college, yeah, man. In
I
college,
love
that's
it.
gonna be great in college.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. He's gonna be the you definitely gonna be the leader of the class as far as your college team. Coach definitely gonna look to you like, hey, look, hey, follow him.
He don't go nowhere.
He good. We
studying.
good. Exactly. Well, look, man. One, I want to say thank you for giving us this time. It was a true pleasure, and you made it fun. You made it
Yeah.
fun. You did a great job.
Absolutely.
For you to be an introvert. I couldn't tell. Couldn't tell. I promise you, man. Hey, look at you smiling, you laughing, you interacting, you telling stories, you being vulnerable in a time to where as though I know a lot of introverts and they would not be open like you are. So again, I appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir.
I
Thank
got
you.
anything for him?
Thank you for making the adjustment for the time quick. I'm up here in Austin coaching, and I told ET I gotta be there with my man DJ. So looking forward to seeing the success you're gonna have in this junior season, man. And just keep doing what you're doing, man. And keep spreading that knowledge, keep spreading that love, and keep working hard, my man.
Thank you.
Hey, DJ, listen, getting to know you now in this interview, I can tell you're a good kid, all right? So whatever you're doing that got you up to this point, all right, especially with the success that you're having at your school, make
Mhm.
sure you keep that up, okay? Stay
Thank you. Yes,
consistent
sir.
with how you are, okay? Because
Yes, sir.
I could tell sky's the limit for you.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, thanks again, man. Hey, look, like I told all the other fellas, hey, man, as soon as I chop it up and edit it, I'm gonna blast it out. So all week you're gonna be on you're gonna be on Twitter, and I'll share it with you. You're gonna be on. Hey, listen, you know I'm old, so you know you're gonna be on Facebook. So you let your mom know, let all let all the older family members know to find you on Facebook, okay?
Yes, sir.
And then you could put the cool clips I do. You could put those on the Instagram, but for the most part, thanks again, bro. All right.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Signing off.
Playboy, you made that beat.